Freerolls are a fantastic way to start your journey as a poker player. You can play the game, learn the game, and start building your bankroll, all for free. There is nothing to be lost and a lot to be gained. So in this video, I will discuss the best ways to maximize these gains. Play tight. When there is no money on the line for any of the players, people will struggle to take it too seriously. Self-discipline goes out the window and people will be shoving and calling a lot wider than if they had bought in with their own money. This means that the value of bluffing and playing more marginal hands goes down, but the value of strong hands goes up significantly. Your goal in free roll tournaments is to wait for good hands and then get very greedy and hope your opponents are unable to fold. When we're playing a pot, we primarily want to have a strong Broadway hand, a good ace, or a good pair. All other hands will be marginal at best. This means you'll be folding a lot in the first instance, but when you do pick up a qualifying hand, be sure to go very aggressive. For example, if you have ace-king on the button with 20 big blinds, open to 3 big blinds, 4 big blinds, or you could even just shove. And do not feel like you ever have to bluff in any way. Under the gun opens 20 big blinds deep and you're on the button, just shove 8s plus and ace-queen plus and fold everything else. Simple poker. And always remember, greed is good. Get lots of chips in with your good hands. No slow playing. An additional benefit of playing tight is that it allows you to play more tables and get in more volume. Be prepared to lose. Free rolls are extremely profitable in the long run, but unfortunately you will still lose regularly. There is no way around this. Even the best player in the world would lose often in a free roll. The reason is simply the sheer number of players that are in the tournament. It is not uncommon to find free roll tournaments with 500 players and 50 players are paid, so 10% of the field. No matter how good you are, it is very likely that in this structure you will not cash 4 times out of every 5 tournaments you play, which means that runs of 10 losing tournaments in a row are not uncommon. This fact of free rolls and poker at large must be understood and accepted. Volume. Because of the fact that you will lose often, it is really important to play a lot of tournaments so as you can guarantee a return on your investment of time and effort. Volume allows you to see the rewards for your good decisions. It allows you to keep a level head and stay off tilt, and it helps you see how the game works on a large scale. Sitting out players. In most free rolls, you will see a large amount of people who are sitting out. These chips are the easiest you will ever win. Players who are sat out have registered for the tournament and have left to do something else. They are hoping that they can sneak into the money without having to be present. Be very aware of who is sat out at your table and try to steal their chips whenever possible. If, for example, it falls to you in the small blind and the big blind is sat out, you can raise any hand and win the pot without having to see a flop. This is in many ways a better situation than picking up aces. If you had this situation every hand, you would win the tournament 100% of the time. Whereas, if you were dealt aces every hand, you wouldn't. If there are players left to whack behind you, the situation is a little trickier, but you can still try to steal. Oftentimes, the active player won't be paying enough attention to stop you from stealing. Say, for example, it folds to you in the cutoff, the button is sat out, the small blind is active, and the big blind is sat out. I would steal with all my hands here, unless the small blind has been playing back at me in recent hands. All in all, free roll tournaments are a very profitable start to your poker journey, so get out there and crush them. If you have any questions related to this topic, or any questions at all, I offer a free coaching service in the VIP Grinders Discord server. Feel free to come in and ask anything you like. I look forward to seeing you there.